Y'all, nobody knows about the game. You know why? You know why nobody knows about it? Because it ain't been released yet. There's a lot of chatter going on in the Diablo world. Don't know if y'all seen it. Don't know if y'all ain't seen it. Asmongold's sitting on the picnic table in his backyard, or his daddy's backyard. Dobrunsky's sitting in a studio talking about it. Mr. Llama SC is complaining it ain't Diablo 2, and the forums are just going array, if that's the word I'm looking for. That's what happens when I try to use fancy words. But the forum has gone crazy with anywhere from this is the best game to I want my money back. And y'all, I'm just gonna make this kind of conversation video here, talking about Diablo 4 beta, what I thought, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all this negativity that we're hearing for no reason. So, y'all, I'm a negative person usually. I'm the kind of the glasses half empty kind of guy. I really didn't find too much negative with this game. That's why I'm having such a hard time understanding what everybody's talking about with the game. I've seen people already requesting a refund. I've seen people say it's trash, it's rebranded Diablo 3. I've seen a lot of things. All you have to do is go over to the Blizzard forums, the official Diablo 4 forums, and you'll start cracking up. And it boils down to a couple things. A, you ain't played the game. B, you got such a negative outlook on life that you can't see something awesome dropped in front of you and just have fun with it. C, you're looking at this through the lens of whatever your favorite game of choice is, whether it's Diablo 2, Diablo 3. Okay? If you take your glasses off and you pick up another set of glasses and you put them on, but there's shit smeared across each one of these lenses, you're going to think everything you're looking at is shit. So if you're predetermined, if you come into something with, and we're all guilty of this, if you're predetermined, if you already judge the game, or you already think you know the outcome of something, or, you know, how many times has everybody said, like, yeah, I know I'm not going to win, but I'll go try anyway. Then you end up winning. You know, just to use a little BS scenario. How many times have you said, well, go out and catch me a damn 8-pound bass, and you went out there and caught an 8-pound bass that day? Like, I don't know, guys. You get what I'm trying to say. There's so much negativity, and I have to remind y'all, there's two types of content that make people views and money. Controversial content and negative content. So, if they're not being controversial, they have to be negative. So they're always going to have some kind of negative thing to tell you about the game. You know, one of the things I've heard a lot about was the monetization. People talking all day long about, it's not fair, pay to play, pay to pay. There ain't nowhere in this game you can pay for power. You can pay to be better, any of that stuff. Yeah, you get an advanced level, 4 days to play the game. Okay, so buy the pre-order. I just hate all the negativity surrounding it. It's a great game. There's nothing wrong with the game. The other thing y'all have to remember, it's a beta. Okay? It's the beta. Did we get to play the whole game? No, we played one act of one beta, 3 characters. Like, you can't judge the whole game based on the beta test. Like, I'm sorry. My character looks pretty badass. I've had fun with all 3 characters. I've had more fun than I've ever had in any Diablo series with my community, with my clan, and with the game. I've heard nobody bitch about graphics. I've heard nobody, at least in my community, which, by the way, if you want to join the community, links in the description for our Discord, the House of Hawg. Nobody's bitched. Nobody's whined about, and I'm a whiner. Nobody's whined about anything. The only thing that I wish I could have changed was to make the body types. So you can go in here and you can create your character, but you can't make her fat or tall or skinny or small. So that's the only complaint. That's saying something, ain't it? Wow, Hawg's not complaining about the game. You hear people bitching about the itemization and stuff. What is there to bitch about? Like, let's think about this for a minute. You find a legendary item, and it's shit. You can't use it, but like if you're a Diablo 3 player, you know how many times that I've looked back and said, man, if I could just put that legendary power onto a ring, or onto an amulet, or onto a chest piece, then I'd have a kick-ass build. Well, guess what? You can do that in this game. Why would you bitch about that? It makes no damn sense.
I don't like the itemization in this game. It's too good.
Like, okay, you can extract legendary powers and put them on another one. We hadn't even scratched the damn surface of the game yet. Remember that. Like, you can upgrade your stuff 4 times and then roll it. Like, what's there to bitch about? You wanted more power, they give you more power.
I don't like that the item stats are more like Diablo 4 or Diablo 2. It's gonna make it so boring to try to find +9 willpower.
That, you know, all that does right there is tell everybody you don't know how to play the game. Now, the items, it's not D3 style where it has to be a set and all of this stuff. You're not going to find sets in this game. That's just the nature of a Diablo game, is trying to find the better item. So that guy that was saying this was on the forums that I saw, he was bitching about that because he couldn't, literally because he couldn't find any good items. So he was going to delete the game and ask for a refund because he didn't like that. Y'all have no idea how strong +9 to all stats, +10 to all skills, like, you know, of course, they're not going to give us +10 to all skills, but a +3 to all skills, you have no idea how damn powerful that is. That's the Diablo 2 thing. And so that's what I'm seeing a lot of. The Diablo 2 players are bitching, but the game is made a lot like Diablo 2. There's a lot of Diablo 2 monsters. There's a lot of Diablo 2 itemization, the way the items are kind of set up. Diablo 2. But here's the big thing. All these content creators, they bitching about the game because they looking at it through their lens of what they wanted the game to be, of what they expected the game to be. But here's the cold hard truth about this game. It is the natural progression of the game. You ain't exactly like your daddy, and your daddy ain't exactly like your granddaddy. You all a member of the same family. You could all be badass or whatever you do. So let's say you have a generation of auto mechanics. Your granddaddy was an auto mechanic. He was the best damn auto mechanic there ever was, right? But if you took him and you put him in today's world and tried to get him to work on the cars, he wouldn't be worth a shit, would he? No, because he was old and outdated. Yes, badass game, Diablo 2, old and outdated. If you go back right now and try to play Diablo 2, and after playing this, and you can sit here and tell me that you enjoy that game more than this game with the quality of life improvements and everything else, you're a bold-faced liar. And I feel sorry for you, because you hold on to something that tight that you won't let go. I'm going to tell y'all something. I got a guy in my clan, love him to death, but he will not change. He's very comfortable with things, and that's totally fine. But guess what? He spent days making his old PC run this game, and he played it, and it's awesome. So if he can put his stamp of approval on it, then I don't understand what all the bullshit's about. If you take your granddaddy and how badass he was, and then he made your daddy, and he was a badass tech in the 70s, and then he made you. You all three are badass. Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Diablo 4. They all have fun. They all have their place. They all have their play styles. They all cater to certain things. And then you hybrid them all together, you have a new game. It's a mix of D2, D3, and out came D4. It's a natural progression of a game. If D2 was so great, why aren't you playing it 24/7? Coming from an old D2 player. I think, honestly, what a lot of us need to do is put all this chit-chat to the side about how this game is this, and it's a disappointment of that, la 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 la. Y'all, nobody's played the damn game. Here's the cold, hard realization. Even these content creators, even Rex, even Vegito, even all these guys that influenced so much of the last season on Diablo 3 that killed the game, Those guys ain't played the game any more than you or I have. They don't know any more about the game than you or I have. The only reason that they knew a little bit more about the game before the beta release is because they had a little press package. Y'all, nobody knows about the game. You know why? You know why nobody knows about it? Because it ain't been released yet. I hate to be creepy and do that whispery Joe Biden crap on you like that, but it ain't been out. We have played the first act of the first touch of the game up to 25. You think this is all the game has to offer? Smarten up, tighten up, and remember, the content creators that are feeding you these opinions, they need you to view their stuff. Just like I need you to view my stuff. But the difference in me is I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it, views regardless. I'm not going to bait you in to thinking that this game's going to be a hot, sick pile of garbage because it's not Diablo 3 or Diablo 2 or World of Warcraft or whatever the hell. But anyway, rant's over. I just wanted to give you my honest feedback about all the chatter that's going on. I think the game's great. I've already done a video on it. These guys released a damn video so fast about their initial impressions of the beta that I don't know if they even played it. So, I have no problems. I've had a badass time. The game's amazing. Granted, it's only 25 levels. Granted, you only get a small touch. Y'all, look at the damn world. This is all we get. The world is enormatron. And you're going to judge the game over this little touch? Shouldn't do that. Play the game, enjoy it. It's awesome. I don't know. One guy even complained to me and said that there was too much to do. But that's the same guy that'll be on the forum complaining that there's not enough content for Diablo 2. It's maddening. It really is. It makes you just want to just pull your damn hair out. But what can you do? The world's a negative place. So, anyway, our community is open. House of Hawg. Discord's in the description there, the link down there. And we do have a clan in Diablo 4 and Diablo 3. Y'all, it stays so damn full. Like, look at this. I got 2 spots right now. This clan's been open since the first day of the beta, and it filled up almost immediately. And I've got a bunch of requests behind it. So, the best thing I can say is to join the Discord. That way you always around us. You ain't got to necessarily be in the clan to enjoy the game or anything like that. So, I appreciate y'all watching. Do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe. Really helps the channel grow. We're trying to hit 2K. Trying to pump out some Diablo 4 content for you. And make sure you head over to wasted666.com to get your Diablo 4 guides, build guides, all kind of stuff like that. In-depth stuff about the game. I've been making sure to take a lot of notes about what's going on. And we're going to make some in-depth guides for you about certain aspects of the game mechanics, etc., etc. Wasted666.com. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Hit like, hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.